welcome to another one live of Cryptopreneur Chronicles. My name is Kyriakos Kyriakidis. I'm gonna be with you for the next 5 minutes, and we are gonna discuss a very important topic, whatever you're doing in your life. And the topic of today's live is how to overcome temptation in your life. Okay, now as human beings, we all go through temptations. We all encounter things that get us off course to the mission and the goal that we have in our life. And the question is not how to not have temptations, because we all will have temptations in our life. The question is, how do I overcome them? Before we get into the answer, type me 111 in the chat if you're with me live, or 222 if you're watching the replay. 1 if you're live, or 2 if you're on the replay. Welcome if you're from Facebook and YouTube. Welcome if you're on Instagram. Hi Andrea, Spillo. Hi John. I'm really excited to have you with us today. And of course, if you're on the replay, also welcome. Hi, George. How are you, Yorgos? So today, guys, as I said, I want to see together how we can overcome temptation. The answer came from a video I've watched of one of my mentors, Brandon Boyd, which something we have to realize, as I said in the beginning, is not that we try not to have temptations, but how we can overcome them. And Brandon mentioned actually a sentence from Bible which says, "But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and harmful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition." Now, what does that say? When we go to accomplish riches, accomplish our goals, we may get started with the right intentions. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this to change the world. And once we may start accomplishing some levels of our path, we get off track because we got distracted from temptations. And I don't know what you believe in. I believe in God. Okay, now with what God you believe, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter the label you put on, but it's the action behind the label. And what I believe is, in order to overcome temptations, you have to start your path remembering who is allowing you to have abundance, to have riches, to achieve your goals. Because number one, we can all achieve our goals. That's guaranteed. As long as you follow the right path, as long as you have the right intentions, and as long as you have focus on why you're doing it and you never give up, at some point you will make it happen. Like, show me one person who didn't succeed if they didn't give up. Nobody. They all succeed. You know, people ask me, how can you guarantee me that I'm gonna be successful on trading or on crypto or on business? And I'm like, do not give up. It took me 2 years to be profitable on trading. I was profitable for 10 months. Then I lost it all. For 2 years, I had to rebuild it, and I am profitable again. What's the point? I never gave up. I saw people starting with me to be profitable. They were smarter than me. They were more handsome than me. They had more, more experience than me, but they didn't make it because they gave up. Now, I even know people, they made it faster than me. So it took me 2 years, it took them 6 months, 1 year, but when the correction came, when, for example, like me, for 2 years after, and I'm gonna tell you why, I had a huge slap on my face. I wasn't profitable. It happened to them. It will happen probably to you. Life is not always an uptrend. If you're on trading, you know, there is an impulse, correction, continuation. Life is going good, then something happens, and then you continue your life. But when that something happens, most people give up. And that's when I say, if you want me to guarantee you success, never give up. It doesn't matter if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, never give up. If you never give up, it's a guarantee you will succeed. Now, what the scripture says here is, in order to succeed in the first place, number one, believe that it's possible for you. God, or whatever you believe in, higher power, universe, whatever, made it possible for you, for me, for Theoni, for anybody to be successful. Number one, if you don't believe that, it doesn't matter how talented you are, how much experience you are, you will always be a failure. And I don't want to be aggressive. I want to make it clear that God made it possible for you too. Number two, though, always have it in mind is that God or universe or higher power made it possible to you, for you. God is with you. He's not against you. This is something we have to understand. Many people tell me, oh, God is against me. No, He's not against you. Even corrections, even difficult moments are happening for you to prepare you for the even higher greatness, the higher blessing that is coming to your life. Why, while I was so amazing on trading, for 2 years, whatever happened, I wasn't profitable? Because God was preparing me for the next level. Okay? And also God was testing me. Does He really want it? Because, okay, it's nice to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, whatever. But if you want to get to the next level, you have to grow. And you will be tested. You don't go from the 1,000 to the 10,000 without being tested, because how did you go to the $1,000 or euros, whatever you have in your country a month? Does that make sense? So my message for today is, number one, we all strive for something. So number one, believe that that something is possible. A better relationship, and better physical body, and better mental health, and better business, and better trading results, better crypto results, better environment, whatever you want, God made it possible for you. Number two, when you say, okay, amazing, I believe that it's possible for me. Number two, you have to know that God made it possible for you, nobody else. Because yes, we were created in the image of God, but it's the image of God, not us. So we have to never forget, and temptations are here in order to make us forget. And number three, when you accomplish the first level, there is always another level. And it's not because you are ungrateful that you aim for the other level. Let's say that you're right now making 2,000 euros a month from trading. It doesn't mean you're ungrateful to want to go to the 3, 4, 5,000, because as Tony Robbins says, progress equals happiness. If you want to be happy, you have to progress in your life. You don't go to the next level to make extra 1,000 or 2, 3, 4, 10,000 a month, but to grow. And God will test you to grow. And the enemy will give you temptations. And most people, when the correction comes, they get off track. They get distracted. It was just a season. No. It was for a season. No. It was a season, and now another season that is preparing you for the even greater season. Does that make sense? And how do you get to the next level? How do you get to the next season? How do you level up? By reminding yourself who got you there in the first place. Yes, it's you, but who's on your side? God. No matter what you believe, God is on your side. When you forget it, God will do whatever it takes to remind it for you. And when you remember it, then you are next and ready for greater, bigger, and more amazing blessings in your life. So this is my message for today. Type me 333 in the chat box. And if you're speaking Greek, do not miss the live tomorrow, because tomorrow we have an amazing announcement. We have a $500 giveaway for you from Cyprus and Greece. Now, if you're not from Cyprus and Greece, stay tuned on my lives every single day, because the next one is gonna be for the English-speaking people. But for the Greek-speaking people, do not miss the live today. Guys, God bless you, and see you tomorrow for the announcement of the giveaway.